is up, guys? If you follow EA NHL on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, I'm sure that you've seen. I mean, if you don't follow, then you haven't seen. But they finally added Four Nations face-off mode. Actually, I'm gonna swap over to gameplay real quick here, just for you guys. This is the home screen now. Let me move my face. This is the home screen. We have the Four Nations face-off mode in NHL. You know what? I'm just going to stay on this screen. It's actually beautiful. I should have used this as my thumbnail and just stole it straight from them. It's better than mine, that's for sure. Yeah. I'm really excited for this tournament. You know, we haven't had a best-on-best in what seems like forever, you know, since the World Cup of Hockey they had. And, I mean, even then they had, you know, the North American Young Guns team, which I loved personally. But it's nice to have a true best-on-best. This video is going to be pretty simple. Gonna hop into this new game mode here. Gonna have a look at each team. I saw a quick video. Tactics put it out. I saw his video. I only watched it the first 2 minutes. I didn't want to spoil the game mode for me at all. But in his, it shows you can control every team. So we're gonna go in. We're gonna set the lines for what we think, what I think, not we. You guys don't have any input. For what I think that the actual lines are gonna be for each team in the tournament. After that, we're just gonna sim the tournament. And it'll be the correct way, not the weird mashed up way that I've done it for my past videos here. So yeah, well, let's hop right in. We'll do it in real time here. You guys can see it for the first time the same as me. If this is the first video you're watching. Oh, there's more stuff here. Might as well read it. Four Nations Community XP event. Earn XP in Hockey Ultimate Team. Hot. And World of Shell to reach higher awards, blah, blah, blah. Download the latest roster update to get the full Four Nations face-off content. I don't know if that'll matter for this. Choose your nation you are supporting. Okay, bad test anxiety. I'm going to make sure I'm pressing the right button here. I'm supporting Team Canada. Obviously, I'm supporting Team Canada from Canada. And there it is, guys. Four Nations face-offs. Let's just jump right in, real time. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to need to cut anything out. So here we go. First look: Canada 96 overall, Finland 92 overall, Sweden 97, and USA 99. So Sweden is rated higher than Canada. I would imagine that has a large part to do with the goalies. Okay, there we go. Yep, you can control every team. Yeah, like I said, so as of right now, favorite USA according to this. Next, Sweden, then Canada, then Finland. So, I mean, according to EA's overalls, which, again, don't mean too much, it should be USA gold, Sweden silver, Canada bronze, and Finland as the nothing. I was going to make up a different color medal, but, I mean, there isn't. Injury on, we do not want to have injuries on. I know they would have them in the real game, but for this, it's no, we're not doing it. That should be it. We could mess around with the sliders maybe just to make all these players like absolutely elite to have it high scoring, but I don't like that. So yeah, as you can see here, guys, it's just where I have all teams selected. It's just rolling through each one, showing their logo for the tournament along with the Four Nations one. I'll let it go to the next one because I think we've seen everyone now. And then yeah, there we go. So that's every logo. We have Finland, we have Sweden, Canada, US. Let's get started. So again, I haven't went into this at all. We're doing it live. You guys, I mean, you can tell. I had the pop-up screen for the first time you go in. So here we are right now. We're controlling Canada. I'm not sure how we change between teams. But let's just go right into edit lines. So off. So unfortunately, or fortunately, I mean, these lines are looking pretty good already, to be honest with you. I think Sorelli is going to be with Hagel and Marner. I think they're going to do the East Coast. I hope they do the Atlantic Canada line. I really do. I'm from Atlantic Canada. I hope they do an Atlantic Canada line with the Sid, Marshy, and McKinnon. But Marchand's not playing very well. Yeah, I can see this being a line. Who's scratched right now? Seth Jarvis. Yeah, I think that's who will be scratched, probably. I don't know. We'll see once the tournament starts, obviously. But for the first game, I think off the hop, this is probably the lines they would have. I mean, that fourth line is pretty sick. Konechny has a bit of a mean streak. Bennett, we all know about him. And Mark Stone, great defender. So that's a shutdown line. But, yeah, the first line there, McDavid, Reinhart, and Point. Point will get McDavid the puck. He'll also be able to receive the puck. And then, yeah, Reinhart to the net. Reinhardt's, like I said before, Reinhardt's going to be like McDavid's Hyman for this tournament. On defense, yeah, Taves and Makar is obviously going to be a pairing. Theodore and Petro are going to be a pairing, and Morrissey and Parayko. If anything, I could see maybe Morrissey getting moved up, but most likely they'll probably want to keep the players that already play together. And then scratched is Sanheim, which I do think he'll be the 7th defenseman. You never know. And then in net, we have Binner and Hill. I think Montembeault looks like he's soon not even going to be the starter in Montreal. He's definitely not going to be one of the 2 goalies that are actually in a game. Maybe one game he might get in as backup just so they can say he played in a game. But this will be your 2 goalies. Let's go to Finland next. So Finland, yeah, Saros and Luukkonen. I don't think it really matters. I think their other goalie is Lankinen. Lankinen. I mean, his 82 overall. He's been playing better than 82 overall. He might be the backup, but I mean, Saros is going to be your starter. This is a team. Barkov, Teravainen. Wow, this is going to be interesting. Who's scratched? Armia. I can see him staying scratched because Kakko's actually playing well. Laugh in the Rangers' face again here for what they've done. I do feel like Hintz, but like who else would they get to play center? Maybe Lundell will play center. Lehkonen goes down. He plays the left wing. Oh, no, sorry, not Lundell. What am I doing here? Lundell plays center. Can Granlund play on the right? Yes, he can. I think that will be. I think they're going to want Line up. He's scoring at an incredible pace. I mean, if anything, maybe even this happens. I feel like Aho, they'll leave him at center. Yeah, let's move Hintz up. I feel like there's something that I'm like missing here, that there's like some chemistry between players playing on the same team or something. But I mean, I think you just put your best players where they should be and let it work itself out, and that's going to be their best players. Let's have a look at defense. Heiskanen, Ristolainen, Mikkola, Lindell, Mata, and Valimaki. Can anyone play a different side? So let's put... Again, I don't know if he usually plays right side or not. I feel like he must play left if he is. Let's leave them the way they are. Scratched, we have Hawk and Paw. I mean, if they, depending on who they're playing, they might want to put a bigger body in there. But yeah, I think these are good. Let's go to Sweden. Pettersson, Nylander, Bratt. This one's a tough one too because, you know, if it's between Bratt and Forsberg, they're probably going to go with the hot hand. I wish you could see chemistry here, but obviously you can't. I think Zibanejad, there's no possible way he's going to be second line. I mean, he might even end up being the scratched player here. I'm going to move... Can either of these guys play center? And Lindholm's not taking his spot. You know what? I'm going to put Eriksson Ek up as your second line center. I'm going to put... Yeah, honestly, I'm keeping Zibanejad down here. Leo Carlson's probably not ready for this kind of tournament to play center. He can play the wing right now. And even like Raymond being up there over Kempe might not happen. Yeah, let's put him down. Put Kempe up. Yeah, I think those lines are good. I gotta double check who was scratched again. So it was Nyquist. Like, he could get in there for one of those guys. Like him or Ardvinson, I think are gonna be one of them are gonna be the scratch. But again, if Zibanejad keeps playing horrible, then maybe he will be. But I mean, especially for this game, I don't want to put an 89 on the bench. It's not fair. Or sorry, not in the bench, in the stands. Let's go to goalies. Or sorry, let's go to defensemen first. Wow, that is a defense core. Dahlin and Carlson, Hedman and Brodin, Ekholm, and yeah. So Hedman's gonna get moved up. I think Brodin's gonna get moved up as well. Honestly, I think Carlson will as well. So I think Hedman, Brodin could be a pair. Dahlin and Anderson could be a pair. I mean, Anderson might even get that top spot. Like, he's playing good this year still. But I'm going to leave it like that. And then we'll have a double check at goalies. So goalies Ullmark and Markstrom. Ullmark is still hurt. I have him in fantasy, so I know he's still hurt. So there is a chance he doesn't play. And Gustafsson might be the best. And I'll be honest, as we're recording this, I just got I think a notification on Twitter saying that Markstrom left this game. I think that the Devils are playing right now at this very moment. So maybe they'll have to pick up 2 new goalies, and Gustafsson really will be their starter. So Gustav Forsling, maybe he should be on the team. It's good that I actually have some stuff to do here, because I feel like this video would be really short. I know I said I wasn't going to do this, but the difference in how good they are is not that big of a deal. No, we'll leave Carlson. It's the most realistic for the game, but honestly, Erik Karlsson might be off this team, and Forsling might be your 6th defenseman there, which is crazy. I don't know how far he's kind of fallen off here, but let's look at the U.S. This is going to be a scary team. I guess we'll start on D. This is definitely not who's going to start. This team is sick. Hughes is going to be on the top line. It almost seems like a crime not for Werenski not to be on the first line with how he's playing. Let's do these lines. We have a left and a right and a left and a right. Who's their scratch defenseman? Hanifin. This is tough. Does Hanifin get in over Faber? I feel like it's Bill Guerin that is the GM, but he's not the coach. I'm gonna leave it like this for now. Again, I know Hanifin's good. In my head, these 6 are, I think of as being better than Hanifin, especially with how Werenski's playing, and even with how McAvoy is playing. I still do think that, God, Hanifin. I don't think he is the. I think he's the 7th best defenseman on this team. Well, let's look at offense. I'll double check scratches first. So Brock Nelson, I have no problem if he's the scratched. Yeah, this team's going to be a problem. Matthews is going to be first center. Kachuk is going to be with him. That honestly will probably be the first line. Hughes, Matthews, and man, oh man, that is just a disgusting first line. Kyle Connor, Jack Eichel, Matt Boldy. Again, it's hard to say for sure. They might want to put a Brady Kachuk up there, but I feel like Brady Kachuk on a 3rd or 4th line is also just sick. If JT Miller keeps playing the way he's so flip-flop. If he plays well, then he'll be on that 3rd line. He might even bump up to the 2nd and play on the wing there instead of Boldy. Gensel should be moved up there. And you know what, honestly, I'm moving Kachuk up over Trocheck. Wow. It is, yeah, this team is disgusting. Let's have a look at goalies. Goalies, yeah, I forgot about this. Hellebuck, Ottinger. That's going to be their 2 goalies. Scratched is Swayman, which I think is what it'll be. Hellebuck, the way he's playing, he's going to be their starter. There's no way he's not. Yeah, let's say that's the team. Man, oh man, I actually can't believe this. Like, Canada has 3 guys that don't even have X factors, and I mean they have 1 guy with only 1, and then after that, no one has less than 3. Even on defense, I mean, even on, I think probably on scratched. Just double check. So Hanifin has 2. Yeah, this team is going to be a problem. in this tournament. Honestly, I hate to say it, but U.S. deserves to be the favorite. Let's sim the next game. Oh, here we go. This is how I switch between teams. So I think every team... Okay, so the first game is Canada versus Sweden. We're not gonna slow sim all these. We'll be here forever. I wish you could just see full calendar. It would just show the two teams that we're playing. So let's sim past Canada and Sweden. Canada loses first game of the tournament to Sweden. 2-1. Let's switch to Finland. They're playing U.S. And U.S. win 3-2. Let's switch to Sweden. They're not playing today. USA's not playing today, so it must be Canada and no one's playing. Okay, so do we have both teams playing? Of course we do. Alright, so here's the grudge match. Canada versus USA. Let's see if Canada's really gonna be... Canada loses 6-5 to USA. Finland also loses. So Sweden and USA right now are both... Wow. So Sweden and USA are 2-0-0. So that's international, I guess. And then Canada and Finland yet to win a game. So Canada needs to win this game against the Finns here. But the way this tournament works, I don't know if it matters. I think Canada's automatically out here. So we'll switch over to Canada for them versus Finland. See if Canada goes through the whole tournament without a win. So Canada does win 5-3. So final standings here. Sweden comes out as the #1 team. 3 wins. Let's have a look at what their score was there against the U.S. 7-6. Just a shooting gallery here. So yeah, as you can see on the side here, Sweden goes undefeated through the tournament. 3 wins, no losses, full 9 points. USA goes 2 wins, 1 loss, 6 points. Canada 1 win, 2 losses, 3 points, and then yeah, Finland there with no wins, 3 losses. Sim one more day. Again, I can't remember exactly how. I think there is no bronze medal in this. So Canada and Finland are just out. They don't get to play again. I don't believe. Yeah, I know tournament's over. We have a winner take all final here. So EA's prediction of who's, the order of teams has proved to be a little bit off because Sweden did finish first in the tournament. But again, it doesn't matter. This is what matters. ×8 sim. It's a quick video. We can afford to do a ×8 sim here for the final. So Sweden's out shooting them to start here. We're halfway through the first. Sweden gets the first goal. That ends up Benajed of all people. Matthews answers back on Markstrom. We're 1-1. USA needs to get some more shots here. Sweden 11-4 in shots, now 11-5. Wow, they're just running away here with the shots. So after the first period, Sweden doubles them up, 14-7 in shots. But again, the one that matters, 1-1. Let's go. I'm hoping they have some sort of celebration, maybe a trophy. USA gets a power play. Kyle Connor scores on the power play. USA starting to get their stuff together here. Brady Tkachuk scores 3-1 halfway through the second. Shots are almost even. 21-19 for Sweden. 21-20. Sweden gets a power play. They cannot convert. That is the end of the second period. Sweden outshooting USA 23-21, but for the period, USA would have outshot them. But again, the one that matters, 3-1 USA. Goals from Kyle Connor on the power play, and then Brady Tkachuk and just straight 5 versus 5. Let's sim the third. See if Sweden can mount a comeback, or if USA really is going to win the tournament. And EA predicted it perfectly with their roster. I know. Wow, USA they're showing up, and as soon as I say that, Lindholm scores. Slavin of all people answers right back, 4-2. USA gets a power play. Be huge to score when Kyle Connor once again. Sweden answers back. William Nylander. They need to get that goalie pulled. They need to try and get too quick. They are not going to get it done. Okay, let's hop in. I believe 6-3 right now. So yeah, as you can see, USA 100 offense, 100 defense, 98 goaltending. Sweden 100 offense, 97 defense, and 91 goaltending. So do I have to select the side? It looks like they're going to win. So let's go as coach. There we go. And that's the other thing. Yeah, there's no home and away jerseys. They all have a dark color jersey, so it's just going to be a beautiful tournament to watch. Like this blue versus this yellow, like the Canada versus USA with the Canada Reds and the blue USA it's gonna look so nice. Yeah, I'm excited for this tournament. If you can't tell, I hope everyone's excited. Like it's a big deal. We haven't had this best on best in a long time, and we're finally getting it. And then we're gonna get the Olympics. This is just like a little tease for those Olympics. So 50 seconds left, 6-3, USA over Sweden. USA is not gonna blow this one. Hughes scores. Markstrom covers up. I'm probably gonna skip all this gameplay. It's not that important right now. We'll see you guys when right before the the final few seconds here, unless something happens. But we'll go to the final few seconds and then see if there's an award presentation at the end here. All right, no whistles here. This will be the end. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. There you have it, guys. Connor Hellebuck's with his Jets mask on still. Team USA is your Four Nations face-off champions. And yeah, the final game in Boston there, so EA got their details right. But yeah, US wins it on home ice in Boston. I don't even know if USA has a Bruin. Oh, McAvoy and Swayman. So two of those guys, it's pretty special for them to get to win it in their true home barn. Trying to think if there's anyone else. I don't think so. I mean, Lindholm's on the other side there, so he has to watch it in his own barn. Yeah, I'm curious to see if there's going to be like an MVP presentation or something here. Well, they do the handshake. Jack Hughes shaking hands with Lucas Raymond. Vinajad and Matthews, they some weird choices for the handshake line, but it is what it is. Yeah, no award presentation, no trophy presentation. The game's just over. So you can see USA. I mean, they had a slow first period, but after that, 42 shots in the game, 6-3 win. Your 3 stars here: Kyle Connor, Matthew Tkachuk's your first star. Missed the third star. No idea who it was, but Kyle Connor gets your second. Hopefully we can look at stats here. So let's get out of the game. See if we can have a look at stats and see where each team fell apart. Sim 1 more day. End of championship tournament. Okay. Hopefully we can go back and actually look at player stats here. Team leader. So Matthews leads the U.S. 10 points in 4 games. It's pretty good. Yeah, and wow, did he ever lead the team? So he would have been MVP, unless there's another player here that really popped off. So William Karlsson led the Swedes. But yeah, you're not taking that from Austin Matthews. It is pretty hilarious that he managed to score 6 goals, forces 10 points in 4 games. The best, almost doubling the next closest. And he was still a -2. But yeah, so there, after Matthews, we have Eichel. Both of the Tkachuk brothers showed up. Hughes, Miller, Raymond. And then after that, everyone else is at or under point per game. Let's see who was the best for Canada here. Sorelli and McKinnon. Yeah, it's odd. Then Marchand looks to have led the way in goals. Yeah, he obviously did, because there's no one that can, even if they have 2 goals, that'll be the most they could have. Let's see who got the game winners. Oh, yeah, who got the game winner, because they only won 1 game. Pathetic. USA, we'll go back and look. So their game-winning goals. For some reason, there's only 3. I guess they're not showing who got the game winner in the final game there, but yeah, there you go. 10 points, Austin Matthews. There's not really anything else to look at. Is there a... Oh, there's no way. Let's see. Does this game really do this? They did a playoff tree for a single game playoff. Well, we might as well look and see who did what in the playoffs, and of course it's not working. So I'm very happy that there's a new mode. I don't want to crap on it, but there's a few things they could definitely fix here. Well, let's have a look at goalies. Never even thought to do it. Let's go entire league, and we'll go goalies. Obviously, Hellebuck must have played pretty poorly. Wow. But Allmark. So what did Sweden do here? The goalies split, but why did they split? Allmark put up like greatest goalie of all time performance here. And he played 2 games. Like they split, and Markstrom obviously was in net for that final. This is super confusing, guys, but yeah, Hellebuck's your winner. 4 games, 3 wins, an 8.76 and a 4.20. Like horrible numbers. And then yeah, like I said, you have Allmark here, who is very much the outlier with a 9.71 and a 1 GAA. He got 1 goal against in both games that he played, because he never got a shutout. And then Binnington was the starter for, and yeah, even Ottinger just got some time because Hellebuck got pulled. 39 minutes. Yeah, Binnington started for Canada and did about as well as you would expect him to do. 1 win, 2 losses, an 8.35 and a 3.67. Just disgusting numbers. But again, it's usually these are higher scoring games because you have the best players in the world, and they're coming down on these goalies nonstop, just in waves basically. So, hey, that's gonna do it for this one, guys. I hopefully you enjoyed it. And it's the new mode. Hopefully they improve it a little bit. If, maybe if the Four Nations face-off, they do a reveal of what the trophy's going to look like or something, maybe they stick an animation with them winning the trophy. They just overlay the Stanley Cup celebration and give a different trophy. It shouldn't be that hard for someone to put that in a game. I don't even know much about coding or video game editing, but I know that it shouldn't be that hard. Either way, guys, like, subscribe, comment. Comment's a big one right now. I just want to get as many random players, doesn't have to be your favorite player, least favorite player, whatever. Just give me a player in the comments, and then when I get enough, I'm going to put them all in a team and make a commenters team. Throw it into season mode and just see if you guys can win the cup, or see if you want to make me suffer for 20 to 40 minutes watching the worst team of all time and see how bad they do. Yeah, that's it for this one, guys. Peace. Go try it out. Have some fun. Later.